Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build. Today we are in Brindleton Bay on the 64 by 64 Hounds Head lot. It is very, very large and right at the top of this hill where you can see the beach and the rocks underneath, and I think it is just so pretty. So I wanted to put a very large, sprawling family home here, and I thought one thing I haven't done in a really long time, personally and ever on the channel, is built a home for a vet, like a veterinarian. So I decided to make this veterinarian's home, and it is a family home. So it is 3 beds and 2 baths. It is for the mother sim that I made for the family I used as playtesters was Annette was the mom, and she is the vet. And then her husband, Malcolm, is a horse trainer slash dog and cat trainer. I thought that was a nice little way to meld the two together. And then they have 2 children. I forget both of their names, but if I see them while we're doing the live footage, then I'll let you know. But she has a teen daughter and a male child sim, and that is how I created the family, and that the house is built purely for them. They also have a dog, I think a pit bull mix, and a little black cat, and I thought that was very cute. And as you can see, I'm using this base game pergola here on the front porch. I just sized it up with tool mod, and then I used alt placement to place where I would like it, and I think I made it a smidge bigger still. Yes, I did. I didn't mind so much having it cut in with the upstairs bedroom, because I found a way to put the dresser right where those little pieces are poking out, and it hides them perfectly. And here I'm deciding to add a second little bump out upstairs, and I got rid of that original like upstairs balcony with the half wall that I was thinking about, and I just made this little bump out. That's where the closet is going to go, and then I put a fireplace or a chimney on either side of that, and I thought it looks really, really nice. It's definitely different than anything that I've done. I tried to keep it kind of like a barn style up top to match the eventual barn that will be in the backyard. So that is the idea with this house, and all of the siding on the outside of this house is from Horse Ranch. The flooring is from base game outside, and I think the columns are also. So I tried to do a sort of pack restricted build. I did base game, cats and dogs get together, Horse Ranch, and Parenthood. So only those 4 packs. I didn't use any kits. I was very careful not to use any other packs. I kept having to go into my little filter setting over there, which Organized Debug does make it very easy. But I tried really hard. I had to keep selecting the packs that I wanted, because as you can see, it kept reloading and putting everything in there. So it's a lot of fun. But yes, it is sort of a pack restricted build, and I think that it came out really nice. I was very satisfied with it. So right here you will see I have made the little kitchen area right there with those countertops from Horse Ranch, and then I used the Parenthood fridge because I thought it looked really nice, and I also used the matching stove. I wanted to use a lot of Parenthood stuff in here, because if you have a Sims family with a teen and children, Parenthood just makes sense. All the decor is just so nice. Everything just fits so well together. And then here I am adding the sink in the kitchen, and I don't know if it's now or in a little bit, but eventually around that wall that's sticking out there, that is going to be into the dining room, and I take the countertops and I rotate it around that wall with an island piece. So it's kind of like a wraparound counter situation, but it's an island, and I think it looks really cool. And I also add this little half wall here where the sink is, almost like a little serving window from the kitchen into the dining room. I thought that was kind of cool. I've never done that before. I was really going for like a very open plan, very family friendly home, and this is what I came up with. A lot of things are very open. Also, that room there right at the front entryway where the pergola is ends up being like a little breakfast table, just a little circular breakfast table, and I used the same flooring that I used outside on the porch into the breakfast area slash entryway slash mudroom. and into the kitchen. Then the rest is this base game flooring, which I thought was lovely, and I haven't used it. It's very shiny though, so I thought it looked very nice. And here I'm trying to figure out the window situation. I thought I wanted to put these 2 windows next to the rectangle one, and they are also from Horse Ranch, but I didn't like the way that it looked with this curtain. So what I did was I ended up getting rid of the 2 square windows. See, I couldn't find a nice curtain to go there, and I think I just placed this curtain here from Horse Ranch, and I think I may have sized it up a little. No, I just moved it up a little with Tool Mod. And here I'm adding chairs. I'm using these ones from Cats and Dogs. Very pretty. I used a lot of Cats and Dogs. I really enjoy the style of that. It's like, I guess it's supposed to be set in like New England, like northeast, more north than northeast, but United States. And I thought that it was really, really pretty. And I'm in Pennsylvania, so I am in that area, but just much further south. So I'm not quite that far north, but I do enjoy the Cape Cod style and the, you know, that coastal vibe. I think it's really cool, and I wanted to bring that in here. I use that base game tile that I don't get to use very often. I thought it looked really nice in the kitchen there. It blended in nicely with like the stonework on the columns and with the wood tones. And here I am adding one more pillar so I can make a nice little entryway in between the kitchen and the living room slash just main home space. It's very open. It's very empty. I wanted it to be very easy to navigate with everybody in the home. I didn't want it to be too cluttered. So here is the downstairs. Now I am working on picking out the windows and the curtains. I decided on these ones from Cats and Dogs. On either side of these Horse Ranch windows, I thought they looked very, very nice. So that is where I wanted to go with that. And I think the only other thing, after I add on this side, I also add those to the other window, the other side of the room, and I change the swatch. And then here I'm deciding I want to put a window on either side of this door. So I changed the door to this one from Horse Ranch, and I found that those windows, also from Horse Ranch, worked very, very well. They kind of tied in the colors. Here I am just shrinking the house a little bit more on that side. Realize I don't need it to be that big. It's actually very, very big. Like too much. It's just too much. I didn't want to have to decorate that much house for no reason. I already knew down here it was going to be super empty looking, the way that I had it planned in my mind. Now this little square room here is going to be the bathroom. And you'll see I put a little back door there, that mega door that I like so very much. And then over here, that room right there that I just drew is going to be Mom's little home office. There is a little veterinary table in there. Eventually, here's the fireplace. This is going to be the main living area. This is where the couch and the TV goes, and also a bookshelf, nice rug, you know, coffee table, all that fun stuff. That's the main TV communal hanging out area, which is really nice because it's right in front of where the dining room table is, so everybody can kind of hang out there and talk and eat at the same time. I thought it was a really nice communal space. Very much enjoy that layout. And using this TV on top of the mantle, I thought that looked very, very cute. And I think what I did here was I was looking for like a love seat to use, but I decided on these armchairs instead, one on either side. And I just kind of freely placed them so they kind of look like they're, you know, able to be slid around however you wish. And I needed a little bit more space here so that you could get to the fireplace. And then I used this lovely rug from Horse Ranch. It's so pretty. I love all the colors. All the swatches are very nice. Thought about using this Parenthood bookshelf, but I think because it just didn't feel like it fit quite right here, and if I repeated it, it just looked silly. I used this mega bookshelf instead. So that is from Base Game. It's super cute. Now, I will jump in here real quick and let you know the cost of the home, when all is said and done, is 139,825 simoleons. So it certainly is not cheap, but I wouldn't say it's my most expensive house either. It could definitely have been a lot worse. And I think that's just because I did kind of a limited pack build, which I'm very, very not used to. So it took a lot of effort for me. I hope that you appreciate my work. It took me a really long time. I actually made this last week. So right now is the 6th that I'm doing the voiceover for this. I made this last week, and I just did not... It's not that I didn't have time. I had a lot of work. I had a lot of work to do around the house. I had work to do on my for my new weekend job, and also everybody in my house was sick. Everybody had a very lovely chest cold, so both my kids were sick, my husband was sick, I was sick, it was terrible. So taking care of everybody and also trying to edit footage for this house that I had 2.5 hours of unedited sped up footage for was insane. So I was able to get it down to about 40 minutes, including the screenshots and the live mode footage. I think that is a win. I'm happy with it, but it definitely took a lot of effort. So here is the mom's office. As you can see, there is the little veterinary crafting table, so she can make treats there, which came in very handy when I was playtesting because both pets got sick and she had to make wellness treats for both of them to make them all better. It's really, really funny. And I put this little cat carrier here in the corner. I thought it looked really nice, but I do eventually get rid of that because I add the litter box instead. Because I had nowhere else to put the litter box, and I thought Mom wouldn't mind it so much in her office. So there's that. Here's a bunch of debug and live edit objects going on this table here. I wanted to kind of clutter it up with a bunch of different veterinary things, and then I just move everything over very, very selectively. And after I get everything placed where I want it, I think I just go back with the tool mod and lift a few of the things up slightly, because as you can see, like that little tool there is slightly buried in the table. It's just the way that it functions, because technically it's not supposed to sit on a table. It's just something your sim uses in their hand when they're in the veterinary profession. That is why it looks so silly when it's sitting on the table there and it's half in the table. Also, that little tray of surgical tools I thought was nice to have, and those little jars of cotton swabs and tongue depressors, and I expect like tweezers and stuff, for pets, for pet care. I thought it was really nice. So that is the basic setup for her office. And then I think I just use a bunch of posters, a bunch of medical charts. That's like an Adopt Me poster. That's a little chart, all different breeds of dogs and cats there in the corner. And I was looking at all of these different things from the veterinary career that came with cats and dogs. I couldn't quite decide what I liked. And then I decided that surgical color of blue in that office looked really nice. There's another base game rug that I don't get to use very often. I find that it works really well with the horse ranch stuff. So that is the front entryway, and then I use this lovely ottoman that I very much enjoy, and the matching swatch to the couch and chairs right here in this corner. And I think just a painting or a portrait of these horses here in the field. I thought the horse and the goat and sheep. Oh yes, also in the backyard there will be a little small livestock pen for a goat and a sheep. Obviously I didn't have I wasn't using cottage living in this, so there are no chickens, and also I didn't use like toddler room stuff or those other stuff packs, so there's no swing set. There's monkey bars and the pirate ship playground equipment outside for the child. There's also a pool, so that's nice, and a lot of horse stuff, a lot of pet training stuff. But there's no. I was so upset I forgot about the swing set that doesn't come with base game or with cats and dogs or Parenthood. I could have sworn it came with one of them. I was wrong. It was not in there. I looked high and low. It was not in there. So that was upsetting. But I think that the outside came together really nice. And as you can see, I added a few of those little decals for like the ranch signs. I thought they looked really pretty, and I just wanted to use them in here. And that's pretty much it. And then I add the railing to everything. I enjoy that base game railing and fencing on the porch outside. I thought it was really, really nice. I don't get to use that very often either, so it was a nice little challenge to use things I'm not very familiar with. Here's the bathroom setup. It's just that standard toilet and shower tub combo, and then this sink from Horse Ranch, and I add this little base game mirror. I move everything over, and then I pulled out this little toiletry organization hutch here, and I put that in here as well. Also a base game towel on the wall. the more industrial looking one that I also never get to use. I did a double setup here, so it looks like there's 2 towels hanging. I thought that looked pretty nice. You couldn't really tell that they were squished together like that. I didn't see too much clipping, so I was pleased with that. And then the base game toilet paper roll and a little rug in front of the shower. I thought it looked really nice. And then my standard bathroom light, of course, the little dome light. I use that one every single time without fail. And then this curtain here in the bathroom I use on both windows. That is also from Parenthood, and I think it fits really nicely in here. I just had to move the window around a little bit because it was clipping funny, and then use tool mod to position it just so. And then in this little area over here going out to the back porch, I wanted to add this piano, so I put it here and I just moved that painting up slightly. That was it pretty much for that area. And over here working on like the breakfast table area, the mudroom entryway, whatever you want to call this area. I really enjoy this room. I think it's a great little entryway space. I do use this curtain from Horse Ranch. I size it up a whole bunch and then I raise it a whole bunch because I don't know why it only comes in that one size. It's just too small. Like it should fit every single window. I don't know why they did that. But either way, enough of my complaining. This little hutch here goes next to the door, and then I put these tools actually on the half wall here, and I think they fit really, really nice right there, and I don't think it's unreasonable that they would be down low. I really like that console table, so I moved it to the other room to use later on. And then here's this hanging light, also from Horse Ranch. And then I think I'm just adding some lanterns to the wall. I really enjoy these lanterns, also from Horse Ranch. I don't know if I decorate the table yet or if I do that later. Oh, and that circular rug. That is also from Base Game, and I think it looks really nice with the color scheme we have in here with like the brown woods and the blue fabric, and just very, very nice and calming. And of course the cowhide chairs, because I just love them so much. I can't stop using them. And I just rotate the table a little bit to make more sense. So just a little 3-seater table in here. Oh, and I changed this to that blue painted wood tone just on either side of the room there. I thought it looked really nice, and I didn't mind it at all. And then I think for the entryway, I don't think I add it yet. Eventually I add some cat and dog food bowls in there. I think I add 3. But over here is that hutch that I pulled over to the side. I'm just decorating it with a few decor items, a little lamp, a little vase. And I forget if there's anything else I put on here. Oh no, on the wall behind there I just put that tapestry, Base Game tapestry. I really like that. And here's some more curtains in the living room space. You can see it came together very nicely. I did just keep that off-white. And then upstairs, moving into the floor plan up here, those 2 square rooms are going to be the bedrooms for the children. And then right here I make a little bathroom, and the parents' room is that very, very large room that you will see right there. Yes, and that's where the pergola is sticking through the wall. But I found a way to hide it. And each child has their own closet. It fits perfectly in that little nook. I very much enjoy that. So I think that works out pretty well. Now, I'm pretty sure that closet came with Get Together. I think that's the main reason I used anything from Get Together, is because of those 2 closets. So if you don't have Get Together, you can still put this in there, and if you just get rid of those closets and cut out that wall, you can just put 2 dressers in there. You can just make it an extension of the room. It's not a big deal, but I really like the closets and that idea, so that is why I put this in there. No big deal though. Here is the parents' room. As you see, that dresser is hiding those little pieces. I do have to move it over slightly later on, but for now I just wanted to place it and see if it was wide enough to hide those little pergola ends, and it was. So I thought that was very nice, and I picked out the bed and the end tables, and that's when I decided I'm going to move them to the other side of the room, because I just wanted the dresser over here to have enough space. And as you can see, it is just wide enough to hide those little pokey outy bits. Yay! So I was very pleased with that. That made me very happy. I had a feeling it would, but I wasn't 100% sure. And I was going to be heartbroken if I couldn't use that. So, thank goodness that worked out. And then here is the rest of the parents' room. I use this, I think it's like the Lion in the Fall. I think that's what that wallpaper is called. It's the floral wallpaper. It's very pretty. And that large curtain from Cats and Dogs. I also use that in the teen daughter's room. Over here, just cluttering out some plants. And then I pulled out that little booping snoots little tiny sculpture. So I pulled out the little corner hutch thing there just to put that sculpture on because I thought it was so cute, and I figured the vet would definitely have that in her room, and I love that blue tone on that rug. And then over here I just put a little stack of books that's kind of like an end table, and then add a curtain to that window and a nice easy chair in the corner after I place this lamp because I assume that Mom likes to read in her room. And I just put that little rocking chair right there. I thought it was very, very pretty. And then I'm working just on the hallway here. So I put that door heading out to the upstairs balcony. And then here I'm figuring out this this roof situation because I didn't quite like how I had arranged it before. But after a little bit of adjustment, I think I got it to work. I moved this little the floor piece out so that the trim extended the rest of the way. And then I moved that roof piece in slightly so that it wasn't so much overhanging, and I think that looks really nice. I was very happy with it. Adding one window to this side and also a little tiny square window for the bathroom, and then I did the open window upstairs on either side of the quote-unquote attic space. There's no way to get up there. I'm sure you could make one, but as of right now there's no way to get up there. So here is the bathroom. A little tiny upstairs bathroom, so it's just a stand-up shower and a sink and a toilet, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple, just from Horse Ranch, the sink vanity, and then the same toilet I used downstairs, that little tiny mirror so that it didn't clip with the window so much. And I forget, yes, I think I used this shade again, same one from downstairs from Parenthood, same light, and also a different towel on the wall, I believe, on this side. And then on the other side, I think I just hang a painting. Oh, also this little assortment of shower toiletries. Yeah, right here I just add that little butterfly painting. I think it looks really cute. And eventually I do go back and add a toilet paper roll. I think I just did that off camera. And here I am adding the bed so I know what is going in which room because I had to stop recording and get back to life. And then here I am resuming. So this is the child's room, the boy, and I was picking out some pieces that I liked, the toy box, the bookshelf, and the bed, and then I picked out this rug, and I was looking through the swatches, and I really enjoyed the space swatch, so I decided he was going to be very much into outer space and planetary systems and whatnot. So I gave him a nice little science table. I just move it to the other side, and I rearrange where the bookshelf and the toy box are. And of course I pull out the new lunch box that I like very much, and the backpack, which is right here. Both matching swatches of that. Love it. And then I just rearrange the furniture a little bit. So I move the bed here, and there's the science table right there. The bookshelf and toy box are on this side, and then the backpack is right by the door right here with the lunchbox. And I gave him the little the new base game short end table, so maybe he's had that since he was a toddler. And I put the little robot light and the baby Yoda on the table, and also the little owl nightlight because I like it very much. And then using this wallpaper from Parenthood with the green leaves on it, I thought it was very cute. I used the same wallpaper in the teen daughter's room, just in a different swatch. And then above the science table, I put that assortment of space drawings, and on this side I just do a whole bunch of posters and pictures because I think that it works out really nice. Just some art stuff, this little It Takes Two poster, and I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh, and then the ceiling light is the solar system light, if you didn't notice. It is very cool, and the layout for that room works really nicely. I did some play testing with my Sims, and he got around in that room just fine. He was able to use the science table, get into the closet, read a book, play with his toys. It was great. So here's the teen girl's room. I've picked the swatch on the bed that I like, and the end table is also from Parenthood. I love this desk. I don't get to use that swatch very often, but I went with very light wood tones for her room. So this desk I just clutter up with some makeup, a little pencil cup, some nail polish, and I think I add like a little stack of books later, but for now I think this is pretty much it. Oh, and then I add that new like mood lamp thing, this guy. I don't get to use that one either, but I do imagine that being like a Lindsay speaker almost, but it's also a light, and she's a teen, so of course she wants that. And then over here I picked this cute little like jellyfish light on her end table because I thought it was very pretty, and maybe she's into kind of vintage looking furniture. That's why her bed looks the way it does. And the wallpaper I assume is just from her room since she was a toddler, maybe. But hey, you know what? It carried over well. I really like that. I would love that wallpaper if I were a teen, honestly. I really would. And then here's that same curtain from the parents' room. I just moved it in here because I thought it looked very pretty. And then this very nice lit up mirror, so that when she gets done changing at her closet, she has somewhere to look at her clothes. And then adding a little calendar, some posters, this little Sims poster. I like that very much. And then I think what I did here was I added this little stool, and then also the backpack and lunchbox again right next to the door, so it's there ready for her when she leaves for school in the morning. And also a little teddy bear right next to that footstool, because I thought it was nice. There's those books going on the desk, and just a little teddy bear on the floor. But first I changed the ceiling light to this one from Base Game because it's very vintage looking, and I thought it looked really cool. Here's the teddy. I think I just changed the swatch. There we go. And then here in the hallway, we just used those same rectangular windows at first, but then I decided that the little single tile windows were best. And this is the basic hallway decoration, just some paintings. I put a little entryway table like underneath that little angled area right there in the corner. And then I added some plants. So here's the table I pulled out, but I decided instead of putting it there, I wanted to put it right about there. And then I add some plants to it. I kind of wanted to hide that little pokey outy bit from the corner table in the parents' room. So that's why I put that potted palm right there. And then a little lantern, a little snake plant, open book. And I thought that was nice. And then on this side, I do end up adding those same curtains from downstairs. I just thought they looked really nice. And that's pretty much it for the hallway. I don't think I add anything else. I might add a rug in front of that door, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, yes, there it is. I add this rug. I just size it up a little bit so that it fits there nicely. And then I'm adding different lights because I didn't like how dim it was in the hallway. Now this upstairs porch area, I just add the chess table. Also, I think I add some flowers and some decorations, and then this little bistro table and some chairs to sit at. And I think I add the telescope up here at this time also. I was just thinking about what I wanted up here because I wanted it to be kind of a nice upstairs area to enjoy family time together, but I didn't want it to be like, I didn't want it to be super private. Like I didn't want a hot tub or anything. I thought that would be kind of silly, but I wanted it to be more of a family friendly. So I thought maybe the chess table out here would be nice and a little space to eat, you know, maybe have a few summer drinks. I do eventually also add a second table in front of that little window, and I put a drinks tray from Parenthood or from Get Together, one of them, because I thought that having a drinks tray there would be a nice little addition to have. And then here is the little potted plant section over on the front. I just kind of did some minor decorating because I didn't want to do it all on camera. It was just so much. It was kind of boring. But for sake of time, considering this is already a 40-minute video and I didn't want to sit here for more than that to talk and ramble because I don't like talking for that long. I tend to lose my voice, especially when I've just gotten over a cold. So I wasn't trying to test that today. But here's the front porch area. I use that little stack of wood from Get Together, and I love those planter boxes with the hanging flowers. I thought it was really nice, and added some corbels as well. And here I am adjusting the roof yet again, brought it in a little bit, added a spandrel, and I did add ceiling paint to everything. And then the spandrel was giving me such a hard time, so I added it to the whole bottom level, and then I just used the little sledgehammer tool to get rid of everything there. Yay, it was so much fun. I don't know why it does that to me. Does it do it to anybody else? I hate the spandrel just going all around the entire house. Why would I ever want that? And over here is the little grill area. So I put the new grill from Horse Ranch, and then the trash can is from Get Together. I really enjoy that. I thought about putting some flower pots over here for like herbs and stuff, but then I decided against it. And then I used the same cabinets from inside out here to make like a little corner outdoor kitchen area. I thought it was nice. I was going to use those industrial ones, but I didn't like the way they looked, so I decided on using the same matching Horse Ranch ones, and they do clip with the railing slightly, so later on I do end up moving them forward a bit so that they do not clip and do that weird, like, funky blinking glitchy thing that I hate. But over there is pretty much it for that little outdoor kitchen. And here is my barn. It matches the top part of the house very nicely. I enjoy it. And it's just for one horse. So like I said, dad of this family is a horse rehabilitation specialist, and they take in horses of all ages, just one at a time. They work with them. They get them comfortable with being in a home, maybe around other kids, other animals, whatever have you, and then they find a nice home for them. So right now, in the playtester family I have for here, they have a foal that they have adopted to rehabilitate, and then they are going to put it up for adoption. And I think that it's a really cool idea for gameplay. So I use these lanterns from Cats and Dogs, and here obviously everything else is from Horse Ranch, but it's very cute. And then adding some prairie grass right here in the corner, like I always do, because if you have a horse or livestock, you want prairie grass somewhere on your property. And then there's the little enclosed horse area with the exercise equipment, and then over here making the little livestock pen, just the half walls and some columns. And then I use my little trick of adding the teeny tiny room to place the roof, and I also place the like the flooring tile underneath the roof so that I can add the trim around it. So you'll see that right about here, because I really did want to add like a jutting out trim. I had an idea for it, and I think I did it in black to match the black metal sheet metal roofing. Then I got rid of that little room, and the rest is just going to stay there. I think it looks really nice. Some terrain paint here, and then some more hay. And I think I did the same thing I did with my last couple builds, which is I put a little rug down right in the middle for the livestock to use almost like a bed, and then I just kind of make sure some of the hay overlaps it a little bit. And yeah, I think I used the base game utility mat here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it looks really cute, so just move the hay around. And here is the front. You'll see a few trees popping in here and there. Everything in landscaping, well, not everything, most things for the landscaping are debug. And I also use that little meow mailbox from Cats and Dogs because I never get to use that, and I thought now would be a great time. But here is the basic idea of the front of the house. And then I just go through and I pull out a bunch of plants. I do change my mind on these bulbous looking shrubs in the front, and I go with different ones instead. I think I just go with the debug version. There they are. So I went with the debug version instead because I was trying not to make this house super duper expensive. And then also those rose bushes and some flower bushes on either side of the hydrangea. And then here you'll see me adding some debug and live edit stuff. This is my next building session. Also my favorite trees that you see right there, my little corner trees. And there's also like little flower boxes in front of those corner trees, which I thought looked really cute. And I enjoy these little fence pieces with the ivy in the corner, so I use them all over the place. And there's a little kitty statue and a doggy statue. And right in the middle here, I add this beautiful little fountain and some more shrubs and some more plants. I think I put some itty bitty rose bushes all along the fence. Right here, you'll see them pop up any minute. There they are. I just changed the swatch for the color, and that's pretty much it for this little front area, except for some terrain paint and some little flower terrain paint there also. So here is the back. You'll see a little garden plot I made just with terrain paint, nothing crazy. And I'm just editing the pathways, just making a nice little blended in situation there. And there's the pirate ship and the monkey bars. And then there's a nice little animal training section. I did a lot of speeding up here because I realized I didn't need all of that footage, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Right here with this pool, I did something very different because I didn't realize I could raise it up. I don't know if that's new or if I'm just silly and never noticed. So what I did was I made an above ground pool on a deck, and I thought that was a better option, being that there are so many animals on this property, because the horse can't accidentally get into the pool. And I thought, that just makes way too much sense. Gotta do it. So I did this nice little raised above ground pool area, and I use these debug lights, which actually light up the deck quite nicely. Those are from Horse Ranch. I think they look really pretty. And then I put these little outdoor lights on each post of the corner, and I very much enjoy that. And then just some landscaping, some clumps of grass, some more pathways, some more bushes, some more rocks, and the whole place really came together quite nicely. I was quite pleased with it. And also terrain paint. Terrain paint definitely helped a lot to map out like the path around the barrels and the very worn down and muddied horse area. I think it came out so cute in the end. I was playing with this family a little bit, and of course the dog ran away. I don't know. But it was very cute. It was very fun. I don't know how the dog ran away, because I swear it didn't run away while I was actively playing. It's like when I came back to the game. Anyway, poor Biscuit. But here is me just finishing up some final touches, moving these bushes out of the way because they were still clipping with the wall. That's a whole lot of fun. And then adding some last minute touches here. There's the cat food bowls are going in. And you'll see I added like some treats and some cooking utensils in the kitchen on the counter. And there's that litter box. So that goes in Mom's office right there in the corner. I thought that looked nice. And then here's like a little cookie jar and a dish rack. I think I did the fruit cake in the little case. And also over here in the dining room, just adding some last minute things. I think I added like a pot rack right here to the wall. Yes, I did. And it looks very nice. I think it came together quite nicely in that kitchen, dining room, and sitting room / mudroom area. I don't know what you want to call that. I just like it. It's the entry room, and it has a breakfast table, and that is okay. And then right here I put some mugs hanging on the little display shelf, and also a coffee pot because you need it in this very large family. And then I was thinking about trying to put a plant on like the half wall, the top of the half wall, but it just wasn't working. So instead I put the plant in the middle of the dining room table. And for some reason this wallpaper kept deleting on me on the half wall there. So I did have to keep replacing that. So keep that in mind if you place this home. You might have to use the eyedropper tool and get the wallpaper back on those sections of wall. Here I am sizing down those plates and using Tool Mod to just lower them a little bit so that I can have different size and color plates there. Finishing up the outdoor kitchen decorating. Now that corner piece is still clipping a little bit, but I think I just decided I would deal with it, adding some last minute touches like this little flower thing. And here is my family getting their breakfast that Mom made, and Dad is apparently trying to whip up something else. But I think it came together really nice. They're just eating breakfast together before they both go to school at the breakfast table. It's super cute. My first day playing here, it was raining, so this day it was nice and sunny. I was very pleased, and everything was nice and green and colorful. Here's Dad training the dog. The horse that they are rehabilitating is clearly very happy and just running around, having a great time. I must have had the roof piece down back there for the livestock. There's Mom giving the cat a wellness treat she had just crafted. Make the kitty all better, caring for all of her animals. Everybody looks super happy, and I just really like the way the backyard looks and how everything came together. It was very nice. And here's Mom sunbathing while Dad takes a few laps since the kids are at school and they are done their morning chores. They're just getting a little relaxation time before they have to continue working. Dad's cleaning the goat because he was a stinky little stinker. And there's the little bouncy sheep in the background. And the dog did this willingly. I did not tell him to do this, but he was very much enjoying his equipment and practicing, and I love it. And there you can see Mom's all nice and tan now after laying out at the pool. Oh my gosh, just hanging out on the back, the upper deck, looking out the telescope. And here is the final outside of our home. I really hope you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun with this one. Thanks for sticking around. I know it was a longer video. I appreciate your time. If you have any other suggestions of anything you would like to see, please let me know in the comments or hit me up on Instagram or any of the Facebook groups if you found me there. Please like and subscribe. Let me know if you'd like to see more. I'll see you guys later. Bye.